Hello everyone, this is the Multipaw speaking. For today's video, I want to demonstrate how I turn a random empty tin into a watercolor palette. I have all these tube paints and I have squeezed them into pans and palettes, but they are all over the place. Some of them are in pans and I put them in the tins together with its pan brothers, like this White Knight's tin. I call this the White Knight's tin because it has the ones that I bought in full pans plus the ones that I bought in tubes. Okay, and then I also have this palette that has my Winsor and Newton Cotman paints plus a few others. This one has the Paul Rubens opera, so I decided just to keep them in here. And then I have another palette, this Himi palette, for the rest of the paints, but not all. So they're all over the place. Now I want to properly explore the potential of my paints, which means making swatch cards, making color wheels and mixing charts. And to do that I need the pure paint, and these palettes, the paints in the palettes just won't do because I've been mixing and dipping into the wells willy-nilly, you know. Then I remember that I have this empty tin. I like to collect empty tins, okay. And lucky me, a half pan actually fits quite nicely in this tin. You can see, just nice. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze my tube paints into pans and put them in this tin. Usually people use magnets to stick the pens onto the tin, but I don't have magnets on hand, so I'm just going to use double-sided tape. I'm happy to discover that it can fit 5 rows with enough space for my fingers to take out the pen if I ever wanted to. I wrote the name of the paints on these little stickers to label the pens. I put the stickers on the wrong side because with how I arranged the pens, I couldn't see the labels, but that's okay because I plan to make a swatch card anyway. I didn't fill up the pans to the top because this is just a testing palette and I want to keep the tube paints as fresh as possible. I discovered some of the paints have separated with the binder in the tubes. For this case, make sure to stir the paints well in the pans. It's also a good practice to stir paints that you squeeze out from the tubes for separating paints like this Van Gogh dust pink. Here's the tin filled with pens and complete with swatch card. I thought I recorded the process of making the swatch card, but I couldn't find the video, or I never made the recording in the first place. The pens are so snug in this tin that when I close it, there is a possibility that the swatch card may get smudged with paints. So I decided to laminate the card. I don't have a laminator and I'm too lazy to go out and get it properly laminated, so I'm just going to use this clear tape. I apply the tape on top of the card and cut a little bigger than the card. For the next row, I overlap the tape a little bit. It's better to overlap the tape than have gaps where paint can smudge the card. The whole surface is now covered with tape. Then I cut off the excess tape close to the edge of the card and I just fold over the other two sides. The result is pretty good. So here's my tin of watercolors ready to be explored. Right now I'm still working on selecting the paints that I want to put in my go-to palette. So far I've made swatch cards for all my tube paints and those that I think could be a good candidate for my split primary palette. And then I shortlisted a few yellows, making sure that I have a selection of cool yellows, warm yellows, red, cool reds, warm reds, cool blue, warm blues. From this list, I've been making a mixing chart to see what kind of secondary colors that I can get from my selections here. Once this is done, I will share the result in a future video. For now, I hope you enjoyed seeing how I set up this tin. If this provides some value to you, give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see what I'm going to do next, click subscribe and see me in the next video. Bye.